Meanwhile, tonight, Governor Rick Scott setting into motion a disaster response plan days in advance of Hurricane Irma. ABC Action News anchor Paul LaGrone is digging into details on that. Paul?
Yeah, as Hurricane Irma moves our way, Governor Scott sending out a tweet storm here declaring a state of emergency, telling Florida families to go ahead and get ready. And also, he's wants to offer the full resources of the federal government, asking President Trump for that, which he is getting. But it's this order here that spells out the state's game plan for Hurricane Irma.
We've got to watch this thing really close. 175-mile-an-hour winds.
Governor Rick Scott today alert and taking action, issuing a flurry of orders ahead of a potential Hurricane Irma strike.
I'm going to do everything I can to keep everybody informed, but all of us have to be part of this.
Today, the governor issuing a pre-landfall declaration, which allows vital resources from the federal government to start flowing into the state ahead of the storm, including building berms and sand dunes to protect against potential storm surge.
By declaring a state of emergency, it allows them to bring in resources faster and easier.
Governor Scott also declaring a state of emergency. This order temporarily waiving all kinds of rules and regulations, speeding up response time, including a halt on weight and driver restrictions for highways so that water, food, fuel, and emergency supplies can be quickly delivered to Florida.
We are reaching out to our fuel suppliers, all of our retailers that you might be getting your food, you might be getting your water from or your gas from, just to make sure they're doing everything they can.
The governor's emergency orders also allowing the Department of Transportation to reverse the flow of traffic where it's needed, speeding up evacuations and allowing pharmacists to fill prescriptions for a full 30 days.
Because the first 3 days, you've got to really take care of yourself because all the first responders are out there doing all the recovery.
Got to have enough for those first 3 days. That's critical. Also in this same order today, the governor already activating the National Guard. He's also directed the Florida Department of Transportation to go ahead and suspend the tolls all across the state, allowing all of you to get wherever you need to go in these critical days leading up to the storm.